Okay, hello and welcome everyone. I'm Philip Garrity, Head of Marketing here at Refined. I'm so glad you're here with us for the third annual Site Building Live. We have a lot in store for you today, including some big news. Today you'll hear everything from information about a new premium support offering we're unveiling to our new cloud migration assistance, and make sure you hang on to the end because we'll also be sharing some exciting news about our first AI feature heading into beta later this year, so you don't want to miss that. We have a great lineup of speakers on our agenda for you today. I'm going to start here with some quick housekeeping, then I'll hand it over to our CEO and co-founder, Emil. After that, we'll get a cloud update, from product manager Daniel, followed by a migration demo from product manager Dennis. And finally, we'll peek into the future of Refined with our head of product, Therese. But first, some quick housekeeping. We are recording, and you'll have a copy of this tomorrow in your inbox. It'll also live on our Team 24 site, team24.refine.com. Everyone is on mute, but we still want to take your questions. So if you have any throughout the webinar, just drop them in the questions box and we'll do our best to get to them at the end. First order of business, Team 24 coming up in a couple weeks. Refined is going to be there. We'll be at booth number 8 in Vegas. Make sure you come by, show us your sites, grab some swag, enter our raffle. We're going to be giving away an Apple Watch this year. We love just hearing from you, seeing your sites, hearing your product feedback. What are your priorities for Refined? We'd love to know. We welcome drop-ins at the booth, but if you'd like, you can request to book a one-on-one meeting with any member of our team on the ground in Vegas. You can do that simply by heading to team24.refine.com. On there, you'll see information about everyone who's going to be in attendance from Refined, and then you'll see this button highlighted here where you can click through and fill out a form to request a booking with us. We'll reach out to you to set something up. You can also come to our Marketplace Theater talk on Wednesday at 12:30, hosted by our Senior Enablement Manager, Raj. It's called More Pages, More Problems, Tame Confluence with Sites. He's going to tell you how packaging and publishing Confluence into refined sites can rescue you and your users from content chaos and improve ROI on your Atlassian stack. So you don't want to miss that. Now, moving on, we're so glad you're here with us today, but we'd love to stay connected to you throughout the year as well, outside of team season. So here are just a couple ways to stay engaged. You can read the Refined blog, drop in every now and then. We have product updates, news, best practices, and more. And the other key way is on LinkedIn. So outside of our emails that we send to customers with product updates, this is the main channel where we share out company news, updates, what we're building. So if you're not already, follow us there and we can stay connected throughout the year. And finally, just a call out to ask to see your sites. We're always looking to see our customer sites, whether it's for research or feedback or case studies. So if you don't mind, go ahead, take a screenshot of your site and send it to me, philip@refine.com. We'd love to just see what you've done with Refine. We won't share it externally, but of course we are always looking for case studies and whatnot to highlight on refine.com, but no need to share it. We'd just love to see what you built with Refine. And that's it from me. Now we're going to hand it over to our CEO and co-founder, Emil, for a keynote.
All right, thank you, Philip. I'm very happy to see so many attendees here today. Big thanks for taking the time to join us. But let's start with a short intro to Refined. We at Refined are 100% focused on delivering the best site building experience to the Atlassian products. We believe that Jira and Confluence can be used for more purposes, making sure our customers get the most out of their Atlassian tooling investment. When connecting our site building apps to Atlassian Cloud, you open up a new dimension to get Atlassian content and functionality out to more people for more purposes, delivered on your custom domain. A company can build an intranet and an HR help site serving internal employees, and also a documentation site serving their external customers, all built from one Atlassian Cloud instance. 2023 was a huge year for Refined, and I want to share some of the highlights with you here today. The number of active cloud sites built with Refined is closing in on 4,000. That's a year-over-year growth with 60%. And more importantly, the number of unique monthly end users interacting with our customer sites have passed through 500,000 and are closing in on 600,000 monthly unique end users. That's a 75% increase year over year. During the year, we released EU data residency for our cloud products. Almost 300 customers have already migrated. If you are in EU and not yet migrated, we recommend you to do it, both from compliance and performance point of view. During 2023, we rolled out our new page builder, and we are so impressed by the sites our customers have built with the new page building experience. The whole team at Refined, we get so much energy and inspiration from seeing what you have built. So as Philip said, please continue to reach out to us if you are extra proud with the sites that you have built with Refined. And to keep the site building inspiration going, we recently released 30 templates to our cloud product, making it easier for new and existing customers to get started and expand the use of Refined. Daniel, one of our cloud product manager, will go into the recent cloud developments later at this webinar. Refined is now powering sites at more than 5,000 companies from 110 different countries. Now, after server end of life, the distribution is 69% of our customers are on cloud and 31% on data center. For our larger customers on data center, we know that the journey to cloud can be complex and be long. We are committed to support you through this journey. Dennis, our platform product manager, will later walk you through the migration tooling available right now. AI is transforming the way we work at a high pace. We believe that there is a very strong use case to adopt AI within the Refined product, and here is why. See a Refined site as a container for Confluence spaces and JSM projects for a specific use case. Each site are contained and gives the AI context designed for a specific purpose and audience. Refined AI will help site admins and site builders to build and maintain high-performance sites over time. And end users, they will discover the right content faster and more effortless than before. We are very excited about this, so keep an eye out for the Refined AI avatar going forward. And Therese, our head of product, will demo our first Refined AI feature later at this webinar. As mentioned, 5,000 companies worldwide are relying on Refined sites. a good portion of our customers are implementing business-critical use cases with refined sites. To fully support our mission-critical customers, we are now releasing premium support. Premium support means accelerated SLAs and expanded agent availability, dedicated support from a team of premium support agents, priority bug fixes if and when bugs arise, and quarterly reviews with premium support agents committed to your success. The cost of premium support is 25% of your annual refined spend. To learn more, please sign up on our website, refine.com/premium support. Thank you. That was it for me today. I hope you will enjoy the rest of the program. Over to you, Philip.
Thank you, Emil. Now we're going to catch up with Cloud with Daniel.
Hello, thanks Philip. My name is Daniel. I'm a cloud manager at Refined, and I'm going to catch you up with all things cloud. We've been hard at work improving Refined since last year, and we want to make sure you know about all the new features that can help you get the most out of Refined for you, your users, and your sites. Today, I'll cover how we're helping you deliver a class-leading support experience, all the ways we've made site building faster and easier, new ways you can tailor sites to the needs of your audience, how you can help your users find what they need faster, and how to spruce up your content using Refined Toolkit for Confluence Cloud. In our goal to offer the best support experience, we've gotten a lot of requests to support forms and assets, both Atlassian features. Forms for request types are an excellent way to help your users create better requests. You can build them with conditional logic and rich formatting, ensuring you can get the information you need to process your users' requests. Since recently, Refined fully support forms. Help your users with more structured requests directly on your Refined site. The forms you add to request types in Jira Service Management automatically show up when users create requests on your Refined sites. No actions needed. Assets is a premium feature, premium Atlassian feature that is used to manage the assets in your company. It gives teams a flexible and dynamic way to track all kinds of assets and configuration items, enabling teams to link them to service requests, incidents, and more. Asset support is now in beta in Refined for Jira Service Management and can be implemented in a few simple steps. Assets are supported both in request types and forms. With the added support, you can handle any request of your Jira Service Management portals via Refined. To ensure people can find these requests, we'll be delivering support in the near future for linking to and displaying single Jira service type requests instead of only supporting entire groups. In the request types module in the page builder, you can soon add single request types or multiple from a group. You can combine request type groups and single request types in the same module. In addition, display mode has been added specifically suited for a small number of requests. And what this means is that you can highlight the most frequently used requests right on the front page of your help site, as example, without adding any complexity. Beyond making support better and easier, we've made some site building improvements as well. And to make site building easier than ever, we've released 30 new page templates in the page builder to help you get up and running fast, whether you're building or adding to an intranet, support site, or documentation site. We even have templates for common landing pages, like team and project pages. And with these handy new templates, you can spin up a site in minutes. Simply pick the one you like, tweak it to your liking, and you're on your way. Templates can be easily customized by changing the colors and photos, adding, removing, or moving the modules on the page, adding view permissions to limit access for certain users, and adding your corporate logo. We've done the work of thinking through what the page should contain and how to arrange its contents so that you can adopt our best practices with minimal effort. Now you've set up your site and you'd like to ensure that your users can find the information they're looking for. You might want to display certain content to certain users, and permissions in the page builder is the right tool to achieve just that. As an example of how we do this at Refined, we have a section in the page builder on the homepage of our intranet with onboarding content for new employees. This ensures they can find the content they need by simply navigating to the intranet. At the same time, this is not relevant for employees who've been working with us for a while. So we like to keep their homepage free from the unnecessary content. So how do we do this? Using permissions in sections and rows in the page builder, you can hide elements of your refined pages by selecting permissions, the permissions you'd like to use. This is integrated with Atlassian permission groups, so you can easily reuse what you've already set up. With permissions, you can ensure the right team finds the right content or create a variant of the same homepage of your intranet for every department to highlight the content they need on a daily basis. Another area in which users look for the information they need is search, and search has gotten several updates recently, as we're always looking to improve search speed and quality. Recently, we've updated the UI to give users more context to their searches with an excerpt of the page contents, so they can find what they need faster. Additionally, we're giving refined admins more ways to fine-tune how search works on their sites, all in a dedicated search tab in the admin UI. As a recently added feature, Confluence labels can now be set up to filter the search results on a site. This means that if you're setting up a documentation site, you have work in progress Confluence pages that you'd like to not show up in search results. You can filter out those pages by simply adding a Confluence label to them and using the exclude Confluence label option. Conversely, you might want to limit the search results to selected pages and only include those pages by using the include Confluence label option. We're also currently working on a new feature that allows you to limit which content types show up in the search results. For example, you could exclude blog posts on your documentation site from the search results if you're using blog posts only for internal communication. This means you can ensure the search quality of your sites by tuning what will show up in the search results and help your users find the answers they need faster. Now, I'd like to take you along to have a look at Refined Toolkit for Confluence Cloud. This product works excellent together with Refined for Confluence Cloud. Refined Toolkit has 3 elements which you can use to spruce up Confluence. First, Refined Toolkit contains a suite of macros that help you present your content in a more digestible format, all whilst making it easier to manage. Macros like news and activity stream allow you to highlight content on a space home or any page to ensure people have the latest updates. Using filters, you can make sure the right content is served to the right people. The second element of Refined Toolkit is the layout editor, soon to be replaced by the what you see is what you get page builder. With the layout editor, you can create beautiful and useful landing pages on your space homes and even the homepage of Confluence itself, in addition to using the layout editor as a macro across pages within a space. This means you can highlight important content and make it easy for people to find what they need in Confluence. Thirdly, Refined Toolkit supports theming your spaces. The theme editor allows you to tweak the look of your Confluence instance by setting a background, color, or photo, similar to Refine for Confluence Cloud. This allows you to brand your Confluence and make it a warm welcome for any visitor. Thank you for joining me in my catch up with Cloud. Back to you, Philip.
Great. Great. Thank you, Daniel, for those updates. A lot going on there with Cloud. Now we'll turn it over to Dennis for a demo of our new Cloud migration assistance.
Thank you, Philip. And hello, everyone. My name is Dennis Anderson. I'm a product manager here at Refine, and today I wanted to talk a bit about making the move to cloud and what Refine can offer to help with that. Now, first, we know that migration is a highly complex process and it's very unique for each individual instance. And for Refine for Confluence and Refine for Jira Service Management, we built a great tool to help with migration, making that move as smooth as possible for your Refine sites. Before showing the tool, however, I just wanted to give a shout out to the Refined Migration Center that's set up over at our help site. Here, you'll find comparisons between our cloud and on-prem offerings, as well as preparation guides, migration guides, and general documentation on the tools. There's also some best practices when it comes to migrating. And from here, you can also get in contact with our support to get help on migration as needed. But without further ado, let's have a look at the tool and how it helps you prepare and export your refined site from server or data center to be able to later import it on your cloud instance. So starting on your on-prem instance, the assistant is available from the site builder in the admin section for each site. The tool will help you migrate your site structure and their layouts. You'll also get an assessment based on what differences there are between functionality based on your site you're exporting. To launch the tool, you press the Migrate to Cloud button in the top right of your site. Doing so, you're firstly greeted by the Dialog Start tab. Here, you're informed on how to migrate your Atlassian content to cloud first, before starting the Refine migration. There's also a link here to our Migration Center. The next step is to configure links in your site. This view will list all defined links you have on your site so that you can easily update them for cloud. In this case, we know that our migrated portal has a different ID on our cloud instance. So we can create a rule to replace each instance of our portal with ID 11 to instead point towards ID 5, ensuring that links work after migration. You can create these rules that apply to all links that contain one of these matches or go through them individually. The rest of them looks okay here, so no need to change those. We click continue and get to the next step. The next task here is to configure some behaviors and decisions when migrating. And the options on this step will differ slightly depending on if you're migrating from Refine for Confluence or Refine for Jira Service Management. In this example, we're migrating from Refine for JSM here, so we only have one thing to configure, and that's how the layouts should be migrated. We get a list of each customized layout on the site and the ability to download that list to cross-reference later. The option here is to replace the modules with a best effort approach, translating them to one of the cloud variants, or the other option to exclude the ones that don't have that clear mapping from server DC to cloud. You can read the differences in detail on our migration guide, but for this example, we'll replace the modules when possible. The fourth step is the Assess step. And here you'll get a summary and overview of what differences there can be between on-prem and cloud based on your site. You can navigate to individual items to read more, and some of them will list the resource affected as well. Here we see our site administrators are not included and needs to be set up on the cloud side, but we can export the list to make this easier if needed. Finally, we're ready to prepare the migration and download our exported site. Click to do so, and once that is done, we're presented with the final instructions on how to import on the cloud instance. That's it on the server on-prem side of things. So moving on to the cloud instance, we've navigated to the refined admin pages where we list our sites. And here we click to import the site, get our dialog to provide a name and a subdomain, as well as our exported zip file. We click to import, and after a short while, you'll have your imported site, complete with the same site structure, ready to go. So the tool migrated the site structure, the items, as well as a best effort match for the landing pages and the modules that were used there. After going over and doing some final touch-ups, as well as matching the theme used, you'll have this site landing page comparison. On the left, we see our data center instance where John has logged in, and on the right, we see our migrated cloud instance where I just logged in. And with that, you've successfully migrated over your refined site from on-prem to cloud. Again, we know the migration process is a complex one, but for the context of your refined sites, this tool is designed to help along the way. So if you have any questions or need help, please don't hesitate to reach out. Finally, there's a couple of highlights, not necessarily already mentioned here today, that could be of interest for previous DC or enterprise customers that I wanted to highlight. So in addition to the many great features Daniel mentioned for cloud, you also have the following. So we offer data residency. You can opt into having your data located in either the US or in EU. Refine on Cloud also offers custom domains with the ability to add as many as you need. You also have the ability to set up refined administrators to manage the different sites as needed. And on cloud, your sites are safe with us. We're part of the Atlassian Cloud Fortified Apps program, as security, reliability, and support is something we take very seriously. We're also part of the Marketplace Bug Bounty program. And finally, the company is in the final stages of launching our SOC 2 certification. You can visit the Trust Center at refine.com/trust if you want to know more about these areas. And with that, I thank you for your time. Over to you, Philip.
Great, thank you, Dennis. Now we're going to hand it over to Therese, our head of product, for a look into the future of Refined. Therese, take it away.
Thank you, Philip. Hello, everyone. I'm Therese, and I'm the head of product here at Refined. And today I'm very excited to show you the different things we have in store for you. So our product and development teams are hard at work planning and building the next generation of Refined site building. And whether you have one site or 10 sites, you will get more value out of your Refined sites in the upcoming year. First, I want to start with a small update from the product area before diving into the product roadmap. Later this month, we will rename our cloud site building products to better reflect that these are more than just Confluence apps. They are site builders with capabilities above and beyond those of the Refined siblings on Data Center. Their new names also tie better in with our future cloud product portfolio and upcoming investments in enhancements to the functionality and user experience of Confluence Cloud. So from now on, you will hear us talk about Refined sites when addressing our site building products. Secondly, we are starting to retire the Page Builder's predecessor, the Layout Editor. The Page Builder is our what you see is what you get editor for landing pages. And since we launched it last year, the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. We're hearing from customers that it's much easier to use because of its live preview and the drag and drop functionality and designs that lets you see pages come to life as you build. It also provides more flexibility to express your brand and to customize pages for your audience, opening the door to even better user experiences. And from May 31st, the Page Builder will be the only tool that you can use when creating or editing landing pages on Refined sites. So for customers, this means that if you want to make a change to an existing landing page, the layout will always open in the Page Builder. Old layouts will for now still render from the layout editor, but we are planning on closing down the layout editor later this year, which also means moving the rendering of layouts to the Page Builder. In many cases, pages will not be impacted by this change. However, some pages might have design changes, specifically those with custom CSS, cards modules, or HTML modules. So please ensure that you start moving to the Page Builder timely if you still have layouts in the layout editor. And we have a feeling that you will be very glad you did once you have had the chance to play around. Moving on to the product roadmap. So in the product area, we have 3 main priorities for this year. First, we are exploring alternatives to incorporate AI into the Refined product, starting with a focus on giving end users access to information on sites faster. We will also make investments to ensure that our most common use cases, support, documentation, and intranets, continue to be best in class, especially for customers with larger instances. And last, we are investing in our Confluence app Refined toolkit with added functionality. As Emil mentioned in his keynote, we are exploring different AI implementations, and we are very excited about what AI can bring to you as site managers and what it can do for your end users consuming content on sites. We have heard a lot of valuable feedback from customers and from partners regarding the ability to discover content on Refined sites. And based on this, we have decided to start our AI journey with a focus on giving end users the ability to find what they need faster and easier. Currently, we are testing a Gen AI-based chatbot on sites, which allows users to ask questions and access generated summaries and guides tailored to their needs without having to search and go through multiple pages to find what they are looking for. We expect to have a beta of this in our own admin UI during Q2 so that you can try it out for yourself. And so far, we are very excited about the opportunities that these technologies give us in improving how you and your end users interact with Refined. This is still in an early state, but if you are interested in early access to test this out, please head over to team24.refined.com and sign up, or swing by our booth at Team24 to get a demo. We don't have a timeline set for this yet, but what you can be sure of is that users will soon have better tools at their disposal to help them get the resources they are seeking with minimal effort and time. The second focus area we have is to deliver even more value into our core use cases. We have recently had a focus on the support use case, and over the upcoming months, we will continue to iterate on the documentation and the intranet use cases as well. For all use cases, we want to improve the site scalability, both in terms of what you can build and also the getting started process. We are looking into the ability to import and export sites within Cloud, and also to make the site structure itself more scalable and able to handle larger Confluence and JSM instances. To ensure that it's easier to build sites, we are exploring a concept of site templates. Our data tells us that if customers are successful building one site, they are likely to build another. And as Emil mentioned earlier, there is no limit to the number of sites you can build. So to that end, we want to make it as easy as possible to expand into new areas with Refined and to share out from your Atlassian tools. Site templates, not unlike the page templates that Daniel mentioned earlier, could be the key to this. So we envision plug-and-play templates across various use cases that allow you to launch sites in no time. Last, we have an ongoing initiative on site analytics. And we want to provide you as site managers with analytics on how your sites are performing, so that you can gain a better understanding of where to optimize your site and also to more easily justify the investment of Refined. The last focus area that I want to talk about is our native Confluence app, Refined Toolkit. We see a need to invest in Refined Toolkit for Cloud to add new features and new functionality. Many of you come to Refined to share Confluence content of your choosing to different audiences on a curated site. But we also see an opportunity to add more of Refined's key benefits to native Confluence itself, to improve the user experience for those that collaborate closely in Confluence without a need for a separate site. And Refined Toolkit is an excellent tool you can use to better structure your Confluence instance and the content within it. And to further enhance the structuring ability, we're looking to add a new navigation layer, new macros, and upgraded designs over the upcoming months. And with that, I wanted to say thank you for your time and hand over back to Philip.
Okay, thank you, Therese, and everyone else for all those great updates that you shared with us. Before we turn it over to questions, I just want to make a quick plug for our listings on the marketplace. As you all know, reviews are a huge part of the buyer journey nowadays. Everyone's checking them to validate that apps are trustworthy and do what they say they do. So if you have had a great experience with Refined, we would so appreciate it if you could let the marketplace know by leaving us a review on the Atlassian marketplace. If you do, make sure that you go to our help site and you'll see a link in the footer for our, it says Love Refined, leave us a review. Click there, you'll find information about how to enter a raffle. We give away a $100 gift card to Amazon or the retailer of your choice to a winner every month for leaving us a review, regardless of what it says. So we would so appreciate that if you have some time. Now, we got a bunch of questions during the webinar, so we will do our best to answer a few of them here. Jimmy, you asked, are there any newsletters or RSS for product updates so we can stay in touch? We do have a quarterly Cloud newsletter that goes out to our technical contacts we get through Atlassian. If you're not receiving that, shoot me an email, Philip with 1L@refine.com, and I'll make sure you are added to our newsletter list, and that's true for anyone else who's not receiving our quarterly Cloud update. We also have a What's New section on the help site that's updated regularly every time there's a new feature release for Cloud. So be sure to keep an eye on that as well. Another question came in. This one's for you, Daniel. How do we get beta access for asset support?
Thanks. That's a great question. So it's an open beta. So currently, if you navigate to the refined admin UI and you go to a site that you would like to use assets on, you can go to the configuration tab and scroll down to JSM assets fields. And there you should be able to set it up in a few simple steps.
Okay, great. Thank you. We got another one. This one is maybe for you as well, Daniel or Therese. Is multilingual sites a possibility in the near future?
So this is a request that we hear more, and we're looking into it, but there's currently no timeline set for it, no direct plans.
Okay, and then similarly, someone asked about the ability to schedule announcements. I guess announcement banners.
Similar, we've heard feedback on this topic before, but we have no short to medium term plans for this for supporting this feature.
Okay, great. And then one more for you about the templates. Can I apply a template to an existing page? This is regarding the 30 new page templates that we released.
Yes. Do indeed try out our template. So on existing pages, you can add a template as on any new page. So if you simply go to the top left menu and you go to the template section, you can apply any template and try it out. And if you would like to revert back on the top left menu, there's as well the version, so you can go back to your previous version of your published page. So you don't need to worry about trying out a template.
Okay, great. And then last one, this one's for you, Therese. Is there a timeline for the footer to be transferred to the page builder?
Yes, so we are currently working on having the page builder in the footer. So it should be available hopefully during May or at least Q2.
Okay, great. Thank you, Therese. Thank you to all our presenters. Thank you to everyone who joined us today. If you're on the ground in Vegas for Team 24, make sure you drop by our booth number 8. Say hi. In the meantime, head over to team24.refine.com, sign up for the AI beta, book a meeting with us if you'd like. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great rest of your day.